Well, the farm here is we're about 480 hectares. We're 480 hectares, which is about 1,200 acres. It includes, it's a mixed cropping farm, which is mainly cropping, but we also have about 14 or 1,500 sheep as well, which we mix in to the system. We have our main arable crop is cereals, and we're on what what the locals class as marginal land. So we're marginal cropping land, which means that the crop area is limited to the contour, to whether we can get across the ground or not. So so that's where the no tillage came in. Was we got into? I've been told that we got into no tillage for the right reasons, which is more the environmental reasons than the lifestyle reasons. So it's just really to try to minimise the amount of erosion and to maximise the amount of production that we can get off the ground in a sustainable way. Yeah, we do have to be very careful with erosion, which it's the main problem with erosion here happens through cultivation, through implement downdraft. So we use the no tillage to overcome, it basically turns hills into flat, because we can grow the same crops, we can run a similar rotation, although around the other way, but we can run a similar rotation to what we do on the flat. When you run a no tillage system, we've got to be very aware that we only get one chance at it. It's being a single pass system, the only pass that we do is the one that counts. So we've got to get it right first time. And that means there will be, there could be all sorts of issues in the paddock, and we've just got to be able to the drill's got to be able to instantly cope with them as we're getting along. When we were looking at the various drills, we found that because cross-lot drills are the only drill that were made specifically for a no tillage situation, they were the only drills that could do the job 100% of the time, 100% of the time. Every other drill on the market seemed to be an adaptation of a cultivation drill. I think the main advantage with cross-lot is the fertiliser placement. There are other drills on the market that will put fertiliser down the spout, as they say, but the placement is very important. When we use a lot of high analysis fertilisers. The more I read, the more I find how important it is to get fertiliser placement right. I didn't realise in the past how immobile phosphate is, for instance, and N and P are to me, they're the most important nutrients to get down the spout. It's more in the case of our soils, our soil type rather than our contour. The soil type, because we're on silt soils with a very heavy, deep clay base, which means that we don't get leaching. Our leaching, if we do get it, tends to be runoff rather than leaching through the soils, through the soil profile. So to pile it all on top is asking for trouble. We just end up with giving it to the neighbours. We're dealing with, in most cases, we're dealing with residue levels here in the cereals of between anywhere from 6 tonne to 10 tonne to the hectare if we're not baling off. So residue, the ability of the drill to handle residue is very important to us. On our place here, we have a variety of soils and soil profiles to deal with. They just vary so much, even in one block, even on one field. We may end up with, there's so many different challenges that the drill has to cope with. And it may be humps, hollows, wet, dry, clay, soil, hard, soft. There could be all sorts of vehicle tracks, compaction, that sort of thing. So the drill's got to be able to cope with them instantly in a one-pass system. And the cross-lot is just magnificent at doing that because of its ability, the ability to control depth and pressure on the go.